Hello and welcome back to Cardboard Decoy Plays Gnomoria. So we've got our guys are trading right now. This is their normal trading block. That's another thing I didn't, compared to Dwarf Fortress, like as far as accessibility goes and all that other fun stuff, you can actually have training accidents in Dwarf Fortress, which I thought was kind of dumb. It's like you have to micromanage and tell them to equip not so harmful weapons for them to train with in order to keep them from dying just from training, and I always found that to be kind of a okay, come on guys, we'll need this. Alright, so we should be nearly done with our market stall. Yeah, we've got 3 tables, and we just need 1 chair, so he should be building the chair right now. And as soon as he's done with that, we're going to build a distillery, because we are dangerously low on drink. And we are in the process of harvesting just about everything on this side of the mountain here. So, we have tons of oranges now. Actually, let me go through and double check what I've got around here. Yeah, we might as well take those clippings and use that to plant the rest of these trees. But now it's a matter of like, oh god, they're gonna be uneven. They're gonna be blooming at different rates. That bugs me. That bugs me terribly. But I'll get over it, I promise. So yes, let's see. There we go. Is that our last plank that we need for our market stall, please? Could it be? If I wanted anything for Christmas, it's for this market stall to be done already. Good lord, all these planks for just 1 chair. All these logs, really. So, we've got like a ton of birch furniture, which worries me a little bit. Again, there's a certain value rating. Oh yeah, it's the first day of summer, by the way. Hello. We're gonna get some new gnomes here as soon as the morning hits. So, it looks like it's already lightening up. Is that new? I thought I remembered it being like a very dark then light kind of deal, but I could be wrong about that. Okay, keep going. About 6 o'clock they should roll in, and then within the next week or so we should see our first gnome attack, which ought to be interesting. So hopefully not everyone's asleep. 2 nomads have arrived. Hooray! So let's go over here. Let's see, what do we got? We've got construction, hauling, gem cutting, stone carving, weapon crafting. Those are pretty good. And then we've got stone carving, machining, cooking, carpentry, metalworking. You know what? Let's go ahead and do have a engineer. Engineer has tinkering and machining, engineering, mechanic. We're gonna assign him. Wait, where'd he go? That's Bart. So he's got a pretty decent machining rating. We're actually gonna make him an engineer to start, and then he is going to be, let's see, stone carving, weapon crafting. We're gonna make him. We're gonna make a new one, and we're gonna call it Mason. Ooh, hello Caps Lock. You're always a fun treat to see. Okay, Mason. Now what we're going to do with a Mason is we're going to have him do all of the normal stone stuff, but also have him build. Construction and hauling? Yes. Okay, so there we go. And then we're going to assign that to our last nomad here. So he will be a Mason. Alright, cool. So, another thing that I keep neglecting to do whenever I play this game is to start making bows early. Now, bows, I neglect to make them, so I don't have a lot of experience with them, but my general understanding is that I should be making them pretty early to defend with. So, what we're also going to do is create another squad. New squad. Let's see. These guys are eventually going to be our bowmen. So, let's see if we can get some heroic invisibles, the cooked burdens of hammer, the profane mediators of smile. What? The rabble smoothers. Actually, I like the rabble smoothers, except that doesn't have anything to do with bows. The hooved pains, the insufferable siegers, the royal bowers. Oh, the royal bowers. Royal bowers. Okay. But for now, we're going to set them to monklings, and we're keeping this on, we're gonna have all of these guys set up. Hold on just a second, I'm getting to it. Engineer, well, let's see, what do we have? Brawling sword, nobody's really naturally good with a crossbow. That's what I'm trying to see really quick. 7, 9, Mason, Miner, let's see, crossbow. Oh, he's really good with a crossbow. Never mind. Crossbow 10, 12. Okay. Crossbow 13. Good lord. Alright, and then Bart the Engineer. Crossbow 7. Close enough. Okay, so basically, as soon as I have enough gnomes to be able to make a new regiment, I will. Just because I think it's pretty wise. Let's see, training grounds, and then we're going to have the Royal Bowers. But right now they're monks because, basically, just because we don't have any bows yet. But we'll get them built. That'll be very high on the to-do list here very soon. But let's see, our market stall, yes, they're finishing up our market stall as we speak. That should have been the last chair. Applewood table, stick, table, stick. Good lord, man, what are you doing with all these sticks? I really need all those sticks for one chair. I don't understand Nomian construction, maybe? Not entirely sure. Okay. So, but at the very least, while they're monks, they'll get a ton of dodge ratings, and so they'll be able to take the hits as they go on with a little bit of that kind of training. So they won't be completely caught unawares, and that'll be really, really good stuff. So, but for now, we'll focus on trying to make sure we get the infrastructure we need. Aside from the fact that we are almost out of drinks, and we need to take care of that very quickly, pretty much as soon as this market stall is done. What in the hell are you building? Stick for table. Table, okay. Why are we still building tables? Craft item. No. Okay. Sawmill. Plank for table. Why? We should be done with tables. Why are they still building tables? They get caught in these loops sometimes. Alright, well, maybe there's some sort of an issue. There's a little bit... There's some of the job queuing is a little iffy, and I kind of worry about the sanity of my poor dwarves here. Yeah, because we have more than enough tables. 2 birch, pine. Yeah, we're just building an incessant number of tables, and I have no idea why or what they're planning on doing with them necessarily. But I guess they're just building tables until they have a matching set of 3. That could be part of it, I suppose, maybe? I don't know. Either way, let's go ahead and make sure that we're actually... What's next on the list here? Chair. Okay, now we're building a chair. Hopefully once they build a chair, we should be good. I'm afraid to queue anything up because I don't want to screw up the build queue where it's at right now. Okay. So there we go. We've got one group fighting. I believe these, Gald, the rancher. Oh yeah, what were our new guys' names? Professions. Let's see. Rimble. And... where's our engineer? Bart. That's right. Rimble and Bart. Pretty okay names. Could be better. Alright, let's go ahead and look for what we want to build here. I want to build a... Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of... Let's see. Engineer shop, armorer, tinker bench. I think tinker is necessary for learning new things. So, machine shop is going to be... Is that what we need to make a bow with, or a crossbow? Let's see, is it in here? Haft, bellows, training dummy, wheelbarrow, bucket, wooden shield. Okay, no. So it's got to be one of those two. Come on, just finish this market stall and I will be so happy. I'm sure they're making about 300 more sticks to make this chair with. Okay, there we go. Now they're building the market stall. Now we can queue up everything else. Perfect. Alright, first of all, we're going to need a distillery for drinks. Alright, and then I'll go ahead and make up a kitchen. Well, no, we don't need a kitchen. We need the butcher before we need the kitchen. Alright, and then a butcher shop. Just so we're prepared for whenever we start killing things here rather shortly. Okay, so we have a market stall. That just sits around until a market gnome comes by from another kingdom. And then we'll be good. Let's see, and then a third, we are going to set up an engineer shop. Machine shop, engineer shop. I don't know which one it's supposed to be. It's one of these two. Let's start with the machine shop and hope for the best. Alright. So now they're going to start building that. We're going to go ahead and build in a couple extra beds because we have quite a bit of straw. So, furniture, straw bed. There we go. And I need to turn that into an actual dorm room eventually, because I think that'll help with a little bit of the happiness and productivity or actual sleep recharge of the dwarves. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and build terrain, walls, stone wall, raw sandstone. There we go. I'm going to lock that off really quick. And then we are going to mine walls around here. Okay. They added golems with a lot of, if you have a lot of dirt sitting around, that has a chance to become a golem, which I think is super cool, but you have to be pretty deep for that, fortunately, so I'm not too worried about that. Stone wall, sandstone, alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nearly perfect. Perfect enough. Alright, we're gonna do... Is it 5 by 5, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh no, I'm doing 5 by 4 rooms. That's fine, we're going to keep up with that idea. Alright. Doors on the inside there. Replace floor. Raw sandstone. Good stuff. No need to replace all of the floor, just some of it. Alright. Cool things. Yeah, we'll just continue building onto this area up here every now and then whenever we get a free moment. And actually, while we're here, we can go ahead and build terrain, wall, raw sandstone, and we'll go ahead and build out to here, and hopefully not catch too much shit for having weird pathing here. Let's go terrain, remove ramp. Yeah, we want to remove all of these ramps here so that they don't get too terribly confused and find a more workable path for themselves. Okay. How are we coming on this? Still building things. Once these 3 things are built, then we can focus on actually maintaining storage. It's currently raining. Rain doesn't seem to do anything. The water system isn't necessarily built into the game very much. I know if you dig out the walls, it'll flood shit, but after that I don't know if it actually represents a real problem that we have to be concerned about. And we are at 0 drink, but we have a well, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, they'll go over here. It's not going to satisfy them very much, but it'll work for now. 150% water. I don't know how fast that goes down as it goes. 150% water. Hopefully it's not like completely draining all the water there, but you know, that's, once again, we're kind of racing towards the distillery here as fast as we possibly can while trying to maintain a number of other priorities that we have on our table. Okay. Build. Remove ramp. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and build more wall. Raw sandstone. Delicious. Alright, we'll wait for them to finish digging out all of that. Alright. There we go. Cool stuff. Slowly improving our presence along the wall here. Oh, if we put that up, yeah, we've got a pretty decent wall going so far. We can go ahead and actually build some floor as well. Stone floor. Raw sandstone. Build. At some point we'll actually go through and dig out all of the dirt above it so that we can see with a little bit more of a better angle on the situation what all is going on here. Alright, if we do that, that should be good. You can build the floors before the walls, which looks a little weird, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Good stuff. We still have like 5 more minutes, no big deal. Making a lot of progress. Lots of good stuff getting built. Most of our gnomes are sleeping. That's a whatever thing. So I do eventually want to get these up and running, especially with some of my more necessarily productive gnomes, because once you have rooms built and they have their own rooms, they just basically sleep faster. So all of the sleep that they're doing now will get cut significantly, and then they'll just continue to work for much longer swaths of time. Oh boy, here we go. What path can we not find now? let's go ahead and we're going to remove all of these ramps. Let's remove ramps. Okay, so they'll have to come up through here, which is fine. About what we want them to do anyways. Let's remove... Actually, we're going to mine the wall. Good stuff. We'll go ahead and mine out all of this wall, actually, while we're here. Since we're going to be replacing most of it with stone domiciles, there's no reason not to mine it all out. Alright. Tick, 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 tick. So fast. What is it like in real time? It's not particularly bad. Yeah, this is the only way to play the game. Double speed all the time. Now they're starting to slow down because they're getting a little tired. Okay, then they built that wall. And we want to, wait, build, terrain, wall, stone, sandstone, which we're getting shockingly low on. And we're going to build it around like this. Whoa, hold on. Yeah, cancel job. There we go. And wall. And we'll do like that. 5. Perfect. And then we'll have to dig out more of those later. No big deal. Sweet. Very, very good. Okay. Cool. Oh, well, I guess I can mine out more. It's not going to hurt. Okay. So, where are we at? Ah, we have a distillery. Let's go ahead and we are going to make wine, beer, and we will craft beer on repeat forever and ever, and that we will have a great deal of beer, because that just takes this grain, and this grain can only be stored in bags, and that gets a little annoying, and it's not even considered a food, unless we build a kitchen to cook it with, and that's not really a priority at the moment. And now we already have 3 drinks, which I think is actually partially because of the yak milk here. They will produce milk for you to drink. We should be getting a 3rd here pretty soon. Any day now we should have a reproducing yak situation. So let's go ahead and... Where are we on these? They're still building these other 2. Drinks 8. Yes. So we're going to be good on drinks very quickly here. No worries. Good stuff. And then we will replace. No. Build. I kind of get like mining and building walls mixed up. It's indistinguishable for me for whatever reason. Sure. Okay. There we go. And now, this is the one that confuses me as well. Replace floors under mining, or terrain. Any raw sandstone. Not exactly sure how I'm going to deal with the 2nd layer beneath. Like in this area here, do I want to build more rooms, or do I want them all to be facing outside like this? I kind of like it aesthetically, building it like this. But we'll have to modify that at some point, I'm sure. So, there we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. Ha, ha, ha. Good stuff. I dig it. Hey, look, it's our first attack. Good. Just in time, right at the end of our video. Let's make sure our... all squads, goblin. Yeah, goblin, everybody attack. Go, go, go. Then we have 3 goblins. Everyone who's awake should be attacking. We do have 2 military brigades. If they start bleeding, they will run away. There we go. 1 down. 2 down. 3 down. Super exciting. Nobody died. I'm very pleased with that for our first little excursion. Now we'll have worn swords that we can melt down into copper, and as soon as this is built, we will have some delicious goblin meat to eat. So, and our trees are starting to come in. Good, good, good. Everything is coming up. Oh, they killed my yak. You son of a bitch. Yak pasture. What do we have right now? I can't tell what we have right now. What are you, yak? Male. They killed my female yak. Those motherfuckers. I really didn't account for that. What can I say? Goblins are dicks. But hey, now we have bone, we could build a loom and a tailor shop, and that's going to help us out in the long run. So, and then we've already got the market stall up, so we'll just have to trade a whole bunch of stuff and then hope for the best. Basically, we'll get our female yak up and running, and then maybe some emus or alpacas or llamas. I forget what they are. If they're llamas or alpacas. I guess they could be both. Who knows? And yeah, so there we go. Our first real conflict in the game. Fairly easy. It only gets worse after this. We just have to be careful about our actual worth. So our stock worth is the most of it, which is good, which means we're not overdoing construction too much. Total worth 2914. I've been at this point in the game with like 20,000 because I decided I wanted to do all carved walls, and all carved walls is an extremely expensive process that is not entirely suggestible. But now I am also a little more influenced to actually build walls somewhere and have like a point where they have to walk in to fight my gnomes, and that'll be maybe a little bit more a long-term planning kind of deal. So, because again, they'll path around and try to find your entrance, and if they don't find it, they'll drill through your walls. But I'm not entirely sure what the actual, like, limitation is on that. Like, is it a time limiter? Is it a... what is it? So, oh, I have all of that, but my builders are asleep. Okay, and then we'll be able to butcher all corpses automatically. Will be the rule of the day as soon as I put that up. And then, yeah, we should be really good. Although that's not actually a good thing, because if there's still fights going on and somebody comes up to butcher a corpse, that could be bad. We'll table that decision for a later time. But anyway, so there we go. We had our first taste of real gnomish excitement. Yeah, things turned out okay. So I think we'll be able to cruise right along for the first part of this game without too many troubles. And we'll continue on to hopefully make bowmen here very quickly, and then we'll start making heavier and heavier attack squads until we have a considerable army and we can start being a little more daring with our decision-making processes. But yeah, this has been Cardboard Decoy playing Gnomoria. If you've enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have fun.